Ground control, we are go for launch.
T-minus 3, 2, 1.
Hello, it's movie time, so get your popcorns and let's get right into it. In today's video, we're going to take a look at some of the best Netflix hidden science fiction movies which are sure to grab your attention with their imaginative universes and never-before-heard concepts. These are some of the must-see and overlooked science fiction movies you should watch right now if you haven't already. So get ready to take off on an incredible adventure with this selection of these best sci-fi movies. Number 10. Space Sweepers.
저건 400 나온다. 밟아.
It is a 2021 South Korean sci-fi thriller film directed by Jo Sung-hee. The show begins where 4 crew members with their spaceship named Victory try to survive a dying world circa 2092. Earth was almost fully succumbed to the ravages of climate change, and while a select few now live in a new bucolic orbiting space homemade by the giant corporation UTS, the Victory crew members Captain Jang, Mr. Park, Tae-ho, and the android Bubs are barely making a living as space sweepers and are forced to fly around Earth trying to collect space debris to sell for money. After beating out other space sweepers to an abandoned shuttle, they find a 7-year-old girl, Dorothy, who was injected with nanotech android qualities. A reward is later placed for her return by UTS evil leader James Sullivan, and with the crew's desperation for money, they attempt to return Dorothy to UTS. But realizing the true intentions of Sullivan for using Dorothy's technology to destroy Earth, they become the unlikely heroes to stopping Sullivan's plans. Number 9. Mirage.
Hello? Wait, if you go out on the street tonight, tomorrow you will be dead.
It is a 2018 sci-fi drama film co-written and directed by Oriol Paulo. The film combines a murder thriller with a time travel, alternate universe story in which Vera, a happily married woman, moves into a new house with her husband, David, and young daughter, Gloria, a nurse. Vera left medical school to raise her daughter, and on a stormy night paralleling a similar stormy night 25 years ago, Vera connects to a monitor and video camera left by her new home's previous owners, which puts her in touch with a 1989 12-year-old boy, someone who knew her husband, and leads to information about a murder across the street that indirectly caused the boy's death. She catches the boy just before that fateful moment, warning him to avoid the truck that will hit him. In this universe, he lives to accuse his neighbor of murder. But when trapped in that reality herself, Vera learns she is a neurosurgeon who neither married nor had a child. Desperate to persuade people in this new reality to help her return to her own reality, she meets a skeptical cop and others concerned about her sanity. She's also now bent on helping police solve the murder, as she searches for a route back to the life she preferred, which requires she recreate conditions of that time, a daunting concept for even the pluckiest of heroines. Number 8. Black Mirror, Bandersnatch.
I keep having these vivid dreams, like thinking weird things.
What sorts of things?
It is a 2018 science fiction anthology film directed by David Slade. The show begins where a creative, ambitious video game designer, Stefan Butler, who is obsessed with Bandersnatch, a book written by an author who has a bizarre history, and starts working on a game based on the book. He's overjoyed when a pitch meeting at a notable gaming company, which includes designer Colin Rittman, Stefan's idol, has a positive outcome and the company wants his game. Faced with a challenging deadline, Stefan immerses himself in his work. But Peter, Stefan's dad, is worried. The young man is still trying to cope with his mother's tragic death years earlier, and he's taking antidepressants and seeing a therapist, so Peter is afraid that his son's frenetic schedule will be harmful. As the conflict between the two men escalates, Stefan begins to feel strangely manipulated by an unseen presence he thinks may be controlling his behavior, specifically his choices, and it's a combination of forces that just may send Stefan over the edge. Number 7. Warriors of the Future. It is a 2022 science fiction action film directed by visual effects artist Ng Yuen Fai. The show takes place in the near future 2055, where wars have ravaged the Earth due to the prevalent use of advanced military robotic machinery, and global warming and pollution have destroyed the environment and ruined the atmosphere. As a result, many people are born with birth defects and die, and large domes known as Skynets are built to protect the surviving cities on Earth. During the construction of the Skynet over B-16, a futuristic Hong Kong, a meteor lands in the city and a giant alien plant, later named Pandora, emerges and causes devastation to the area around it as it takes root. Pandora grows rapidly when there is rain, taking over more of the city every time it does so. However, it is discovered that the plant can also purify the polluted air. ASU, a local military force lead scientist, Dr. Chan, finds a way to alter the plant's genome to stop Pandora from growing further, while also letting it continue to repair the atmosphere. Number 6. Time Trap. It is a 2017 science fiction action-adventure film directed by Ben Foster and Mark Dennis. The film is about a group of students who become trapped deep in a mysterious cave when they go in search of their archaeology professor, who has gone missing while searching for the Fountain of Youth. While underground, they discover a break in the space-time continuum, where time passes much slower than on the surface. As they descend further with no hope of rescue, they uncover the most coveted legend in history and find themselves in the crossfire for its control, and also encounter some hostiles in the cave who they have to fight off. Number 5. Spectral.
Men just started falling.
It is a 2016 military science fiction action film co-written and directed by Nick Mathieu. The film is about a man named Klein, who develops defensive equipment for DARPA and has been assigned to help the military out in the country of Moldova. Apparently, some soldiers have been seeing some anomalies with the equipment that he developed, and those who have seen the anomalies die mysterious deaths. Klein goes to check it out only to be mystified about the situation as well and doesn't know what it could be, and requests additional equipment and decides to join the soldiers so that he can get a better image of the anomaly. They soon find out that the anomalies are invisible entities that are impervious to any conventional weapon that they have. Worse of all, they are aggressive and will kill anyone that comes close to them by simply phasing through them. While they try to escape these ghost-like anomalies, they hit a bunch of landmines and are deserted in the middle of a small town in Moldova, where they have to figure out how to beat these strange beings and get out of there. Number 4. I Am Mother. It is a 2019 Australian sci-fi thriller film directed by Grant Sputore that takes place in the outside world after an extinction where an android called Mother has access to a collection of 63,000 human embryos, and one day, she decides to grant life to one of them, birthing a child known as Daughter. She's raised with the knowledge that life is to be lived within the four walls, her mother acting as parent, teacher, and caregiver. The two share a warm relationship, but as she grows up, Daughter can't shake her curiosity over what else might exist outside. And when an unexpected visitor arrives, their safe home is suddenly in jeopardy. Number 3. Evolution.
It's a rock that bleeds.
Now that's peculiar.
It is a 2001 sci-fi comedy film directed by Ivan Reitman. The movie commences where a firefighting cadet, 2 college professors, and a geeky government scientist work against an alien organism that has been rapidly evolving since its arrival on Earth inside a meteor. When a meteorite falls to Earth, 2 college professors, Dr. Ira Kane and Professor Harry Phineas Block, are assigned the job to investigate the site out where they discover the organisms are not of this planet. Soon the site is taken over by the government, forcing Ira and Harry to the side. As the new life forms begin to evolve and start to get more and more dangerous, and it's up to the 2 professors to save the planet. Number 2. Psychokinesis. It is a 2018 South Korean science fiction film written and directed by Yeon Sang-ho. The film follows a story of a bank security guard after gains telekinetic superpowers, after drinking water from a mountain spring affected by a meteor. He then sets out to protect his estranged daughter, Rumi, and her neighborhood from a construction company controlled by the mafia, using his recently arrived superpower, the power of psychokinesis, and in the process becomes a superhero. Number 1. Big Bug.
They were only 45 years off.
We created these Yonics to make life a lot easier for us.
It is a French sci-fi comedy film written and directed by Jean-Pierre Jeunet. The show takes place in the near future 2045, where a group of rural residents are locked in for their own protection by their household robots, while a civil war of new AI android takes place no outside. At first, it appears this is for their defense against an impending outside danger. But as the narrative progresses, it becomes clear that there's so much going on here, including an AI revolt and the complicates dynamics between humans and robots. The film's key concepts are human reliance on digital technology and the possibility for AI to perform its algorithms, while its unique blend of humor, strangeness, and creativity provides examination of modern technology, fixation, as well as a hypothetical glimpse into a future in which AI can influence the way we live. That's it for today. Please subscribe to our channel to see more videos about movies and series suggestions.